Hey everyone, welcome to Shifty's Club. Today I'm going to talk about something really interesting that I think you guys should know. And note, this is for the video game players. It's kind of weird because I think I told you guys about my experience at the World Championships and how I lost in one round. Ended up not doing too well after that, but heck, I'll live with it. But I figured you guys should just know what it was that I went up against. I have another buddy in Japan. Don't like telling people about the guys that give me the inside information about other players that I've versed. So I really don't want people to classify them as snitches and stuff. But the guy I ended up facing in Japan had a really weird, and I can't even explain what there's not even a word for it, kind of team he had. And one of my buddies is buddies with him, and he was able to get that team that he used because he kind of joked around saying that he wanted to know of any good teams that he could possibly use to test against for to get ready for the Korokoro or something like that. I think it's the Korokoro is what he used an excuse for. But without ado, I will go ahead and give you the guy who ended up beating me in the first round. His team. Let's see here. Team mode. And my buddy, he ended up being able to get me this team. Thank you to him. What's this? Geki team. Okay. And I'm literally saying that this is the weirdest team I've ever faced in my life. Alright. In this match that I had played against him, I only seen 3 Pokemon the entire time. And he had 6 Pokemon to choose from, and I really did not understand the team when I first played him. And then when my buddy sent me this, I can understand. I mean, I know he's telling me the truth because the exact same 6 Pokemon that I seen when I went up to try to get my 4. So I know he's telling the truth, but I'm going to go with them in order from how he put them in here. The first one is Ambipom. Now, that's a Pokemon to laugh at right there. It's it looks like it'd be the Pokemon he would have chose to go against me, and he probably did have it in his party. I don't know, because I didn't see it the whole time. But Ambipom, level 50, male, technician ability. It's adamant nature, and it wasn't holding an item. Its hit points were 182. Its attacks 167. And its moves were Aerial Ace, Covet, Taunt, and Protect. Okay, number 1, Aerial Ace. I really don't understand what he was thinking with Aerial Ace other than maybe to get, well, 90 damage guaranteed. Other than that, I couldn't think of nothing else. Covet would end up being a 90 power with a stab. And Taunt would be for Trick Room teams, and I don't see why he didn't choose that to go against me. And Protect. So I could not tell you a single thing about this guy. I really do not know him. Don't know what he was thinking when he put this team together. The second Pokemon was Zoroark. I have a feeling that I could easily have been playing against the Zoroark the whole time. When the third Pokemon came out, because he used the same 2 to start off every time, and it wasn't anything that could be stopped with Zoroark. But his Zoroark was a level 50, male with illusion, modest nature, expert belt, hit points 167, special attacks 188, and its hidden power is fighting with a 70 power, so its IVs were 31-31, 30-30, 30-30. And the moves are Night Days, which I didn't even know about until he actually sent this list to me. I did not even know the move, really. I didn't even know really much about it. Then Grass Knot, then Hidden Power, with the fighting, obviously, and Extra Sensory. Now, something had to been going through this guy's head to pick Expert Belt in 4 weird attacks, but I can never figure out another person's mind. So, I don't know what to say about this guy. Talk about the next guy. Tornadus was a level 50 male with Prankster, and Modest with a Rocky helmet. Didn't understand that much. Hit points 186, special attack 194. Or they're maxed out. His first attack was obviously Tailwind, you know, double speed. Hurricane was one of his 2 moves, along with Heat Wave. And yes, this is the first Pokemon I went up against in both battles. And then Double Team. Alright, this guy literally, he had me wondering when I seen the Hurricane, when he used Hurricane and Heat Wave both in battle. I know that the guy who sent me this was not lying whatsoever, because this is literally the exact same Tornadus I was facing, because every time I hit it, I took damage. So, I really don't know, honestly, what he was thinking putting this one together, so I can't tell you that one. Okay, and here's the one that literally destroyed my entire team single-handedly. Mr. Mime. Go ahead and get in as many laughs as you want. I know, ha ha ha, go ahead, get it out. Shifty lost against Mr. Mime twice. Anyway, is Mr. Mime, level 50, male with the Hidden Ability Technician. Nature was Impish, which is high defense, low special attack, and holding the Choice Scarf. And his HP is 147. His HP and defense were maxed out, not the special attack. His attacks were kind of weird. He had Trick, Power Swap, Fling, and Psychic. Now, I have no idea what he was thinking when he put this together, but for some reason, it took me out literally by itself. I could not knock the thing out. It was too bulky with its 128, 140 defense, special defense, and it's 147 HP. Nothing to mock about, but you know, I mean, this little thing had a wall around it, literally. The worst that happened to me was the Trick. I got that out some, but I'll get back to Mr. Mom because you guys probably want to hear the rest of the team. Ludicolo was a weird choice. It was female, level 50, Swift Swim. I'm guessing this was his Rain Dance counter because HP and special attack were max, modest nature with choice specs, and his first move is Giga Drain. So I can pretty much obviously tell that his very first objective was to knock out a freaking Gastrodon. So that's pretty much, I can understand this Pokemon in a little way. As an attack for the next attack was Scald, then Ice Beam, and then Protect. But I still don't understand the team overall. And the last one is probably the one that I hated the most, and it was Rampardos. Level 50, female with Sheer Force and Adamant Nature. The choice band item. His HP and attack were maxed out. And this thing literally is a freaking beast, may I say, because literally when it attacks you and you die. You don't live to see the next round. You don't. Or the next turn, whatever you want to call it. Its attacks are Head Smash, Double Edge, Super Power, and Protect. Freaking choice band with a sheer force. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Now, this is probably the weirdest yet most frightening team I have seen in a while. The guy knew what he was doing, but obviously I didn't know what he was doing. But here's how he beat me. Tornadus ends up using Tailwind turn 1 with Prankster. Mr. Mime uses Trick to get an Eviolite from my Dusclops and switch it with Choice Scarf. So now, if I want to stay out, I have to use Trick Room over and over and be the first to use it and the last to use it. If you know what I mean. If anyone else uses a -7 priority, then I'll be the first one to go, but I'm going to still be the last one to go, if you know what I mean. So it doesn't really matter in that case. He just wanted to make sure that my defense was gone or just kept using the attack. I have no idea what his intentions were on that. The power swap did end up hitting my Ursaring, and he took the 200 attack that I had placed on Ursaring, ended up replacing it with a measly 65, which I thought it would be like 50, but it ended up being like 65, so, I mean, it's fun though. And when he power swapped my Ursaring, my Facade literally went downhill because then I can't get knockouts. I can only do like 1/4 of the damage to Mr. Mime with a Facade, with Stab and Guts, which sucked. Fling, he did use a Trick Fling combo to give Marowak the Eviolite and him the Thick Club, and then he flung it straight back at Marowak for a one-hit KO. I mean, literally, I did not know that the Thick Club would do that much damage with a Fling, even though Marowak had swapped out a 200 attack power. I was pissed at this point. I was ready to jump over the table and beat the living crap out of this kid. But, I mean, I kept my cool, kept playing, and then I had to lose in game 1 without taking out a single one of his Pokemon. The game 2 was kind of weird because Rampardos did come out, but only to literally completely blow me away. One Head Smash will knock out even an Eviolited Dusclops. Believe that or not. I did not know that. But, you know, you can't really tell in this case what I do. Freaking kid. Anyway, the Rampardos used a Head Smash to make a one-hit KO to seal the deal, and I go back to my hotel room and end up staying there for about an hour. No, I did not cry, and I just kind of held a grudge against the kid for the rest of the weekend. And then do some things that I'm ultimately not proud of. But that was his team, and he was kind of crazy the way he played. I mean, I really don't understand some of them Japanese people. Not saying anything bad about them because they're really cool people. And I think it's pretty cool that they get to come every so often and we get to play against them. I've got a few more teams. Since we're going to be here, I've got a few more teams that I'll really want to share with you guys. And you guys can tell me what you think about his team. Then I'll tell you what, get you to see what you think about my other teams. Now, this team I do have for sale. I have 2 of these for sale, and if you want them, it's $100. So, I mean, it's not that much money for the entire team. They're all shiny, and they're all flawless to their standard. The first one is Jolteon, male level 50 with Volt Absorb. It's nature's timid, item Shellbell, hit points have 100 EVs. Its special attack has 156 EVs, and its speed has 250 is maxed out. Its attacks are Thunder Wave, Magnet Rise, Hidden Power, Discharge. The Superior is level 50 male with Overgrow. Its hit points are 4. Its special attack is 252, or its special attack speed are maxed out. It's I shouldn't even set HP because it really didn't matter, as I didn't for Komomoto's that guy's team. Anyway, it's timid with a big root. Its attacks are Glare, Leech Seed, Mean Look, and Giga Drain. Starmie is level 50 with natural cure ability. It's timid with an expert belt. Its hit points are 140, special attacks 116, and max speed. Its attacks are Thunder Wave, Signal Beam, Ice Beam, and Scald. Then you've got Murkrow, level 50 female with the hidden ability Prankster. It's Jolly Nature, Eviolite held item, and its HP and speed are maxed out. The attacks are Thunder Wave, Mean Look, Parasong, and Sucker Punch. The next Pokemon is Ambipom, level 50 female with Technician, and its nature's Jolly. Its item is Choice Band. Its hit points are 100, attacks 156, and its speed's speed's maxed out. Its attacks are Thunder Wave, Aerial Ace, Little Sweep, and Strength. And last but not least, Hydreigon. Male, level 50 male with Levitate. It's timid nature, Wise Glasses held item. HP and speed are maxed out. And its attacks with Thunder Wave, Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, and Hyper Voice. Now, this team that I've got right here is it comes without the items. Let's just say it that way. Without the items, you can supply the items. And basically what you do is you emphasize speed and you paralyze your opponent. Turn 1, you paralyze both of their Pokemon. If they're ground type Pokemon, you have Superior to use Glare, and that could literally cause some problems for your opponent. So the Glare does work against the ground types, so you can get to work. And then because they're ground types, chances are they're going to be weak to Giga Drain, so you could start knocking them out slowly but surely. And but basically every Pokemon's got Thunder Wave, so it's a really good concept. It does have a lot working for it, so you guys can tell me what you think about that one. The next one is a Hail Rogue team, and this one is also 100. It's a level Obama Snow, level 50 male with Snow Warning. Nature Modest, held item, none, which I do think is the right way to go with this one. And HP and special attack are maxed out. The Modest Nature, I think I already said that though. The attacks are Frost Breath, Grass Knot, Leech Seed, and Protect. The thing I was wondering about this when I thought of Frost Breath was being able to emphasize Stab and the chance for some multiplier to work like in Hail. But in this case, we just use to our advantage that it's always going to be a critical hit. So with Stab, it ultimately bumps up to 60 and then ends up doing 120 with the critical hit. So all in all, Frost Breath is a lot better to use than any other move we have. The Grass Knot is the attack that you want to use against some of them heavy ground and rock types. The Leech Seed and Protect obviously are backups. But if there's any item you want to give Abomasnow, go ahead and give it to it. I mean, the best one I can even possibly think of would be like, Choppleberry or something. Just something to fill in, but leave the opponent guessing. Weavile, level 50 male with pressure. It's adamant with a Choppleberry, and you can take it off of Weavile. That's fine. Hit points, 100 hit points in attack are maxed out. Its attacks are Foul Play, Low Kick, Ice Punch, and Crush Claw. So Weavile will literally beat the living hell out of the opponent. Wall Rain, kind of a weird choice, but I like this because it emphasizes more defense than anything. Wall Rain to level 50, male, ability Ice Body. Its HP is maxed out, its defense with 84 EVs, and its special defense with 172, Bold Nature, Icy Rock held item. Because chances are your Abomasnow is going to get knocked out pretty fast, Wall Rain can keep that going for 8 more turns afterwards. So the moves are Water Sport, Aqua Ring, Block, and Double Team. Now what happens here is Wall Rain kind of makes sure that nothing happens as far as with weakness, because Firepower is now weakened. The only way to beat it is with like rock or fighting types. And I've already got those covered with some of the other dual types, or even some of the attacks that you really wouldn't expect, like Weavile's Low Kick or Crush Claw. And Wall Rain's does not have any water type fighting moves, so that would probably really confuse the opponent a lot. And in conjunction, you would have others like Vanillux's Mirror Shot, which I'll get to in a second. The Glaceon is your Ultimito attacker. It's a level 50 male with Snow Cloak. It's a Modest Nature with Choice Specs. HP and Special Attack are maxed. Its hidden power's Ground, so that means it's going to be a 31, 31, 31, 30, 30, 31. Its attacks are Blizzard, Hyper Beam, Hidden Power, Protect, so Blizzard's literally going to get perfect accuracy and do a crap load of damage to the opponent. Then, and the good thing is it hits too, so Mamoswine's next, and it holds the Choice Band. It's the retrospective to Glaceon, so you choose which one you need to use at what point in the game. Mamoswine, level 50, male with Snow Cloak. Its nature is Adamant, item Choice Band, HP 180, special defense 76, attack maxed out. Attacks Earthquake, Icicle Crash, Rock Slide, Protect. The next one, Vanillux, and the last one is the Modest Nature with the Eject button, but you probably have to switch out another item. I would consider like a red card, but Eject button was the best item you could possibly put for Vanilla in this particular situation with this team. But if you want to choose another item, go right ahead. Vanillux level 50, male Ice Body. It's a Modest Nature Eject button, like I said. It's HP and Special Attack are maxed out. Attacks are Acid Armor, Light Screen, Blizzard, Mirror Shot. Now, I like Acid Armor because it literally, Acid Armor and Light Screen kill your opponent into trying their best to knock out Vanillux. What you do first is Acid Armor so you can get that going, and then Light Screen to kind of boost up your special defense. But what you want is you want them to attempt to try to knock out Vanillux with like physical attacks, because that's what most of them will do, like fighting type attacks. So, in other words, you're going to be using, your opponent's going to be using more, this is more over your rock type. The counter to your rock type's giving you a lot of crap, but Mirror Shot is basically the reason why Vanillux is put in here, is to ward off those particular rock types. Now, Mamoswine is in here moreover with its Earthquake to try to get rid of some of those that give even more trouble, like Fire, and those literally will would not expect from Mamoswine to use Earthquake over Wall Rain to use Surf. So it's kind of a weird way of saying, hey, you cannot guess what I'm about to do next. And I'll probably do one more since we don't got a lot of time right now. The load team, let's see. I like this one. This is pretty cool. Rogue Snorlax. And I like this. This is awesome. First Pokemon, Chandelure, level 50, male with hidden ability Shadow Tag. You'll have to wait for the hidden ability one to come out. Nature Bold, item leftovers, HP 132, defense 140, special defense 236. Text minimize, Will-O-Wisp, taunt, energy ball. Mach, level 50, male sticky hold, impish nature with black sludge held item, HP 108, special defense 148, defense maxed out. The attacks are minimized, mean look, toxic, payback. Starmie is level 15 with natural cure, bold nature, Zorbo item. Defense 84, special defense 172. The hit points are maxed out. Its attacks are minimized, toxic, cosmic power, psychic. The Amoonguss is level 50, male effect spore. The bold nature, focus sash. Its defense 124, special defense 132. Its HP maxed out. Its attacks are rage powder, toxic, double team, spore. Snorlax is level 50, male with thick fat. Its nature's adamant, chesto berry. Its HP 140, defense 116, and attack is maxed out. Its attacks, belly drum, rest, heavy slam, rock slide. The opponent will not believe it. The last Pokemon is Claydol, level 50 with the levitate. Its nature's bold, item Lumberry. Its defense 132, special defense 124. HP is maxed out. Its attacks are cosmic power, power split, toxic, and double team. This team basically just tries to raise their evasion as high as possible to make sure that you cannot attack. But that's only if Snorlax can't do anything to your opponent. The Snorlax is basically a belly drum, max out attack, while Amoonguss rage powders, and then Snorlax can rest. Chesto Berry kicks in. Next turn he can use heavy slam on one or rock slide on both. That way, because he's already going to get a knockout, he don't need stab or nothing to do anything. So that's 4 teams. I was going to see what you guys thought about the first one, but also hit me up on what you think about the other 3. And if you want to buy either one of those teams, I mean, I'll be more than happy to sell you one of them on coming up to a Nationals or something, because, you know, I mean, just hit me up at Nationals. I mean, I honestly don't see anything coming up. I mean, if something happens to me, then pretty much I'm sorry, because if it does, then something really wrong have to be like, I'd have to be dead or in the hospital in like an intensive care unit, because even if I was in like a hospital, I'd probably get out of the gown and take a taxi to the freaking airport to get Nats, but you know. But if it comes up to like battle roads, or like one of these upcoming battle roads, I'm going to like 2 more, and or if you want to hit me up at a Nats or Worlds, then I'll be able to get you the team you want if you got like 100 for the either one of those 3. Then I've also got other lower class teams for like 50, 25 that really are more of the less tier. This is not like really tier 1. This is kind of tier 1.5. These are teams that made of Pokemon your opponent wouldn't expect, but they're made of strategies that literally have seemed to win championships. So, as a conclusion, I'll see you guys later, and like I said, just hit me up if you want one of these teams, or just let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this. And if you have not subscribed, and I forgot to say this for the last 50 videos or whatnot, if you have not subscribed, I mean, go ahead and subscribe. That way you don't have to keep coming back to the channel over and over. It'll just come straight to your inbox, and doesn't cost anything for any of those of you who don't know what you really don't know about YouTube. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, and I'll see you next time at Shifty's Club.